There we go. Let's scoot this over a little. Okie dokie. All right. So I'm going to do a dirty flip and drag. And whew, it stinks in my basement. I was spraying my paintings out in the garage, and here, if I have a can, I'll show you what I use. Let me grab it. So this is what I use to spray my paintings. I use gloss, the gloss one. Smells awful. Just doing it in the garage, and even with the door open, I can still smell it all through the house. So even with using outside and precautions, it just seems to be everywhere. And I also spray painted a coat of primer on these tables that someone gave me that I'm going to do a pour on. And I sprayed them like an hour ago, so I'm hoping that after this video, maybe that table can be my next. So I've got Liquitex Deep Violet, and this is my new favorite orange. Cadmium Red Light Hue, right there. And this is also a Liquitex Blue, I'm not sure which one, and Liquitex Teal of some type. I don't know the official name. And I need a pouring cup. Here we go. And I want to see, oh, there they are. Got my nail so that I can poke a hole in the flip cup. Having trouble finding anything. So I've noticed in my paintings, on my videos, you'll see me spraying. And I've noticed that in the some of the paintings that I've done videos on, I've got little pinholes from when I sprayed, and I got everywhere. So I'm noticing little pinholes. So from now on, I'm going to be spraying to the side and then putting it on. It took me a little bit to realize what was causing those, because they were new to me. I gotta get a drink of water. Hang on. Thank you. So it took me a minute to realize, but then the size of the pinholes would equate to like a spray. So I'm just not going to do that anymore. But I think you guys will still be okay. I'm pretty confident in all of you that you'll be able to figure out how to spray silicone into a cup. So got some teal in there. And orange. I'm so excited. I've got the house to myself tonight. Both kids are at work, and my husband, because it's the first week of teachers being back, so his team at school went to a bar or restaurant or something, and somebody asked me if I wanted to, because my school's got a little get-together, and someone was asking me if I was going. And I said, no, I have the whole house to myself. Are you kidding me? I'm not going anywhere. I value this too much. So I gotta move these sticks because I just poked myself. And now let me check where you are now that I've moved everything. Oh, you're still there. Alrighty, so, I should, my door clean. Oh, I'm gonna have air bubbles, but it should be all right. That in that jug has been mixed with what is this? Floetrol and water. And this is my trusty bottle holder. As I said, I don't like these new cups because they don't have the little lines on the side. that I can use to measure stuff. But they do fit perfectly underneath the WD-40 can. So, you know, I guess you can't have it all, can you? You gotta pick and choose. And I really need to get a icing spatula or something with a L-shaped that would make it easier. I go to like Target and Michael's and all those places, it seems, all the time. And that is one thing that I have never quite gotten around to buying. Because every time I go to buy it, I'm like, oh, popsicle sticks work just fine. You don't need that. And then every time I'm using a popsicle stick, I'm like, yeah, it would be really nice to have. And I don't bake or cook that much, so I don't even have one in my kitchen that I could steal. So I'm going to pick up the white from that stripping and go around the... Oh, no! Yeah, well, at least it didn't knock over the flip cup. But I'll wipe it off, just because otherwise I'm going to keep putting my hands in it. So, alright, well, I guess I can continue doing the sides like I was. And these will get poured down when I'm doing my pour and stuff, but I like getting the sides at least an initial layer in the beginning, because then I don't have to worry about it. And I know that there's something there, so that's just my personal preference, and I don't always do it. Like if I'm not doing a negative space pour, if I'm just doing a flip cut, I don't bother. I mean, I don't do the sides first. I just do it as they come. So this is pretty sectioned on there again, because I poured the white and it got over the lip. So let's see if it'll, see if any comes out right away. I love when it does. No, it doesn't want to. I like it when, I just think it's cool when it starts to ooze out on its own. Whoops, caught it. So as I've done in other videos, I'm kind of using the lip of the cup as a swipe, or to swipe with. I've got some really neat cells coming up over here. I'm gonna, well first I'm gonna get a towel, and then I'm gonna zoom you in, because there's some really pretty stuff happening. There's just some pretty cell action going. There we go. Got you back. I'm thinking when I did the video with you guys on my right, it felt awkward to me, but I think that was the best camera angle I've had so far. That was the red and black painting I did. It seemed that you had the best angle. And as I said, it felt weird to me, but I can get used to that if it means you guys can see a little bit better. Somebody had mentioned that this way kind of elongates the canvas. So I went back and watched some of them, and I could see what they were talking about because it was a long, narrow canvas. And so when I'm tilting, you know, if it's going, it made it, yeah. You guys know what I'm talking about. So just, I put a lot of white paint on this, a little bit too much. I'm trying to decide which part of this, ow, something's on my foot. Oh, that was a paint lid. That hurt. Trying to decide which part of this painting is my favorite and which part I want to focus on. Or sometimes it's easier to decide what part is your least favorite. I think, gosh. I'm just going to tilt it some more and see what happens. I really like the softness over here, so I might get more of that. Which means tilting a lot of this off. And then, whoops, loosen it. The cells got pretty stretched out. Yeah, pretty stretched out, so I'm gonna bring them back a little. I like what's going on here. Break this blue up a little. See, now I'm thinking I like this part better than that part. So maybe I'll keep tilting this way. Because I love the way the colors are being pulled out over here. Kind of looks marbleized. I don't want anything to happen to that little bit of orange right there. I love it. That is, I don't know, the colors got together in a weird way in that little spot. So I like this. I'm just gonna feather this out a little. Because you know I like doing that. Alright, I think I will torch this and see how it is. Oh! So I knew that was going to darken up because it was hiding under the white. So I knew that would pop up. And Dr. factor that up a little. Gonna zoom in. Oops, wrong way. There you go. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I really appreciate all of you that have so far. Thank you.